Station, this is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
Houston Station, I am ready for the event.
Mainichi Newspapers, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call station for a voice check.
Station, this is Tokyo, Roppongi Hills. How do you hear me?
Tokyo 六本木ヒルズの皆さん、国際宇宙ステーション希望日本実験棟から若田です。よく聞こえます。
Everyone in Tokyo Roppongi Hills, I'm Wakata from Japan Experiment Module. I hear you loud and clear. Hello, I am Motomura of Mainichi Newspaper. Before any ado, we would like to have Mr. Toshiaki Sakurai, who is the commander of Shinkai 6500, on board the support mothership Yokosuka. And Mr. Sakurai is going to ask the first question. Mr. Sakurai, please. Mr. Wakata, this is Toshiaki Sakurai, Shinkai 6500 commander. Congratulations on your appointment as the first Japanese ISS commander. We are operating with support mothership Yokosuka on the Pacific Ocean near the deep ocean, and we are now relaxed now after completing today's operation with the Shinkai 6500 with any problems. And I really understand your heavy responsibility as you're carrying it because I'm also the commander. So what are you feeling now as the commander? And also, what is the most important thing that you have in mind? Mr. Sakurai, thank you very much. You must be very tired after the work of operating Shinkai 6500. And now I am the commander, and I really feel the heavy responsibility. And the success for the mission, I believe this is common with underground, under a deep ocean. It is very important to have good teamwork, not only the crew on International Space Station, but also the commanders all around the world in different control ships. So I think it is very important to have good atmosphere where people can have good communication. Thank you very much. Hello, Mr. Wakata. I'm Takuro Tatsumi. I also had wanted to ask questions a lot. However, today's main people are children here who are gathering here. So the first person who is asking question, Rena Matsuyama of Joshi Gakuin High School. Hello, Mr. Tatsumi. So during your stay in space, what other things do you bear in mind in terms of relationship with crew members? Well, good communication always is very important, and also the mind of humor is very important, and have environmental atmosphere that you can be frank. By that, I believe that you will be able to have camaraderie or good teamwork. Next question, Shuichi Hiramatsu of Homutsu Elementary School. I would like to be a spaceship builder. What is your favorite type of a spaceship? Well, the type of spaceship that would allow us to go to space as moons or Mars, and the type of spaceship that would take us to those places in very short period of time, in short flight time. Next question, Ayako Honoki. Do you think there will be a child astronauts in the future who study and conduct experiments in space? Well, now it is only adults who go to space and do the work. However, going to the space and coming back to Earth, and if that becomes very safe, and when you have various types of spaceship that allows us, various types of people will be able to go to space. And when that happens, children may be able to, or I'm sure they will be able to go to space, and they will be able to do experiments in space. Now, next question. I'm from Tomioka Junior High School and Tada Kohai. I heard that the ocean is similar to the space, and what are the similarities? And what are the big differences in terms of how you feel?
そうですね、私も海底基地での仕事もしましたけれども、やはり宇宙と海底、海
Well, I also had experienced working under ocean, and there are a lot of unknown things in underwater and also in space, and those environments are very difficult
そういったものが重要
environment, so you have to have training or skills in order to be able to do activities in both of the places. Ocean is also very broad, but the space is unmeasurable area. So that would be something that is very interesting about the space. I'm Megumi Kaneko of Okaagawa High School. What are the secrets of a space suit? I mean, the secrets only astronauts know.
実は秘密っていうのはないんですけど、
Well,
金子さんは宇宙服
there aren't actually
宇宙服っていうのが
secrets per se. However,
それを着て地上では
Kaneko-san, did you know that
無重力
the space suits weigh 130 kilograms, and you wouldn't be able to even walk if you are on the ground? And it is very bulky, so in order for you to be able to move within the those suits, you have to have very good strength. So you have to train for it. I'm Ryosuke Nomura of Kagawa Junior High School. I learned that ISS goes around the Earth in only about 90 minutes. What kind of physical impacts are expected? Please explain for activities both inside and outside the ship.
ふわふわ浮いている状態
Well, whether you are inside or outside the spaceship, as you can see now, it is zero gravity. As you can see, I'm floating. But if you go outside of the space, you will be more exposed to cosmic ray. And here inside the space, I'm breathing in the same type of air that you would be breathing on the ground. However, when you are in EV suit, you would be only breathing 1/3 of content of the oxygen. So it will be very difficult to move the hands. I am Rinka Sumiyoshi of Aichi Kyoikudai Elementary School. My dream is to be an astronaut and seek lands to live in besides the Earth. Can you think of any planets you would like to live in, if any, besides the Earth?
はい、リンカさん、ぜひ宇宙飛行士になってください。やはり、地球に最も近い
Rinka-san, do become an astronaut yourself.
人類が
And moon, which would be most similar to the Earth, I would love to live on the moon. And the moon, and also Mars, that may be our new home planet. Those are the places that I would like to live on. I am Maho Takeda of Seishin Joshi Gakuen. I believe that you must listen to crew members as commander. And how do you respond to crew members who raise opinions that cannot be adapted?
仲間相手が
A very good question.
きちんと意見を述べてくれることに感謝の意
When
を表することが大切だと思います。
Your
そして
team member
そういうことがあったとしても
speak from their own mind, that's very important. You appreciate it. You have to appreciate it. And when you cannot adapt that opinion, you have to explain that to your colleague. So it is very important to have that kind of atmosphere that you can be frank and come to understanding to each other. I'm Hiroto Shimokawa. I do not think I'm good at leading my team to make everyone happy. Please give advice to be a good leader so that everyone would follow
チ
me.
ームのね、仲間一人一人が何を望んでいるのか、何をしたいと思っている
Each one of the
と
teams
いうことを
I think it's very important to know each one of the members, what are their targets, what they are thinking, and it's important by helping those team members to realize their dream. That way you will be able to build a trusting relationship. Next question. Mone Kidachi of Ichinomiya Elementary School. My big concern is global warming. What are your concerns, if any, looking at the Earth from the space?
はい、そうですね。この国際宇宙ステーションから、外を見ると暗黒に浮かぶ地球っていうのは
When I look out from the space station, I see the Earth in the stark darkness, and the Earth is very beautiful with the blue shining shape, and when and if big meteorite is to hit the Earth, that would bring a major environmental change. And how and what we should respond, that is going to be a major agenda that we have to think about. Space development is the kind of activity that would allow us to build that kind of skills and technology for us to survive it when that happens. I am Yuki Higashikawa of Tokyo University Junior High School. Do space debris hit the ISS? Well, actually, there are a lot of small debris that are hitting international space stations. Those are small debris, and there are a lot of signs that those debris have hit the International Space Station. And also, seeing from the ground, people would know, the control rooms would know when those big debris are approaching to ISS. And when that happens, we change the orbit to prevent it from happening. Kyoto Kawabata from Johoku Elementary School. We have ocean floor resources such as methane hydrate. How about space resources? Well, in Mercury and also in meteorite that goes around the sun, it is known that there are a lot of mineral resources. And also a moon, which is close to the Earth, it is known that the moon has aluminum type of metals. So when it would be very important for us to acquire the technology to bring those materials down to Earth. This is going to be the last question. My name is Shimon Koike from Keio Gijuku Junior High School. When do you find yourself happy during the daily life in space? Well, I am here in Kibo Gem Experiment Module, and there are two windows behind me, big windows. And when I see outside of those windows and see the beautiful Earth, that is the most relaxing time. And during the weekends, we have free time, and we have time to talk with my family by TV. We also are able to watch TV programs by those uplinked programs, and also we can see movies, and those are relaxing time for us. So that are the questions from the children, and we can allow Takuro Tatsumi to ask one special question. Well, I am nervous. I don't know what I should ask, but anyhow, I'm really impressed that you're answering such questions succinctly, and probably you would need that kind of training. Have you gone through that training to answer to questions succinctly? Well, Mr. Tatsumi, I'm honored to be able to speak to you. Well, I'm not good. I was not so good at speaking, but when I became candidate for astronaut, There has been training for press conferences and also training to be on TV programs or training to answer to the questions, interviews. So I'm not naturally good at answering questions, but I'm doing my best. Well, another question from Mr. Iwaki. I'm Koichi Iwaki, and next year I'm going to go to space by private commercial spaceship. Are there anything that I have to be cautious about? Any piece of advice? Well, Mr. Iwaki, please enjoy the space. Probably, most likely you would take a lot of pictures, but I think it's what's most important to see with your own eyes this beautiful Earth. I think that's the most important thing. But do enjoy the space. I am Kitazato of Jamstick, and I'm doing deep ocean exploration. And on the Mainichi newspaper, 9th of January, and we had wrote some articles, and my article and your articles were side by side in the Mainichi Shimbun newspaper. But when I think about it, the space seems so close, and instead deep ocean feels so far away. Do you have any thought about ocean? Well, the area that you're active and Shinkai 6500 activities, I had actually had opportunity to observe, and I also had a training under the sea in a very space area like this. But when we think about the objective of exploration of the ocean, I really feel the similarity between the space and deep ocean. So I think it's important to exchange and learn from each other the skills that we have learned in those activities so that we would be both active in each other's frontiers. Mr. Wakata, thank you very much for answering to so many questions. We are so happy to see you so well. And lastly, please give some message to the children we're gathering here in Roppongi. Ms. Motomura, thank you very much. Everyone who are gathering there, thank you very much for coming there. And I am now the commander of International Space Station. This mission is going to be until the mid-May, and I would like to do my best in order to fulfill my mission with your support. And thank you very much for your support. And thank you, Mr. Wakata. And he answered so many questions. So let's together say thank to Mr. Wakata. Let's together. Mr. Wakata, thank you very much. And we wish you well. Mr. Wakata, thank you so much. Thank you very much. I am looking forward to seeing you when I go back to the Earth. Thank you very much.
Station, this is Houston ACR. That concludes the event. Thank you.
Thank you, Mainichi Newspapers. Station.
Thank you, Houston.
We are now resuming operational audio communication.